As part of our series on campus expectations for Dunedin Highland Middle School, this video introduces students to new processes in the cafeteria during their lunch period. We will discuss entrance processes, seating arrangements, safety expectations during lunch, and processes for exiting the cafeteria. If you are also interested in learning more about new processes for breakfast, information is included in our entrance and exit video series. The cafeteria is located in Building 5, next to Highlander Hall and the music hallway for band, chorus, and orchestra elective classes. On the first few days of school, students will be escorted by their teacher to the cafeteria. All students will receive an assigned seat for the 2020-2021 school year. 2 students will be assigned to each table. After students are seated, they will be called by row to gather lunch from the cafeteria staff. Students will make their choice, and staff will hand the meal to students in line. Once you retrieve your lunch, return to your assigned seat. Remain in your seat for the rest of the lunch period. Maintain 6 feet social distancing from other students. While masks are not required while you are actively eating or drinking, please replace your mask when you are finished. If you need to leave your seat for any reason, raise your hand and an administrator or faculty member will assist you. Once you are finished eating, staff on cafeteria duty will bring trash cans by your table to collect remaining trash. Students will be dismissed by row and will be instructed to head toward their next period class. Be sure to maintain safe social distancing, wear your mask, and follow the one-way signage on stairwells and in hallways to ensure everyone remains safe while on campus.
We are also happy that many of our sites have Spanish-speaking cafeteria staff if needed. Since some of our school sites have single bench tables, we will now move to Dunedin Middle School and let Principal Michael Vassallo talk to you about how they are arranging their lunchroom there.
So cafeteria will look different, as will everything else in a school setting. And here at Dunedin Middle School, we've planned to socially distance our students using our existing cafeteria tables. The students will come in a single direction and have a seat at the table and wait for their time to be served. And then they will exit with the people closest to the door exiting first and the folks that are farthest from the door exiting last. We typically serve 300 to 400 students in one of our lunches. However, due to CDC protocols, we are down to using our existing tables. We can fit 2 students to each table, and our tables are broken up individually. So all of the students will be seated 2 to a table. We have 116 tables, so our capacity will be 232 students for each lunch. Students will sit 2 to a table, which allows for social distance between the students, and they will also all be facing the same direction so that they are not facing each other. We're trying to take all the precautions to keep our students as safe as possible as we return to school. Well, I think it's important as parents are making decisions to know exactly as best as possible what school is going to look like. We don't want parents to have a false sense of what things will look like. We want to show you all the precautions that we are taking to try to keep your child safe. But then we also want parents to know and understand what it will look like, because it will look very different than it did prior to the COVID closure.
And now let's take a look at this particular serving line setup, which is also in many of our schools. The students will be lined up here 6 feet apart, socially distanced, and then each student, as they come up, the next student will have the floors marked. And as you can see, we're 6 feet apart, social distance. I'll have a white note, please. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. But what's new is, instead of being able to make your selections, the cafeteria staff will hand you your choice of either the hot entree, the cold sandwich, the peanut butter and jelly sandwich, or the entree salad. Each of these choices will be pre-packaged for you and come all together as one full meal with your vegetable, fruit, condiments, and wrapped utensils.
And students, we just want to make sure that you know that you're safe as well. We want to make sure that the plans we've taken in will keep you safe, will keep you healthy as you move through the school day. It is not going to look like school as usual. Our lunch will be very different, especially for our returning students. But we want the students to understand that the reason we have done this is because we want to keep you safe and healthy.
Well, we hope you enjoyed this video. We are here ready to serve you when you come back to school. And we want to make sure that you know the meals will be safe, nutritious, and tasty so you can be successful in school. Thank you.
In summary, this video introduced students to new processes in the cafeteria during their lunch period. We discussed entrance processes, seating arrangements, safety expectations during lunch, and processes for exiting the cafeteria. We hope this provided you with the information you need to begin this new school year on the right foot. Go Highlanders!